so-called fake gurus, the ones that pop up on every YouTube ad and then get exposed by people like CoffeeZilla or James Janney. I'm going to give you the biggest learnings I've taken away from spending all this money so you don't have to. Here's how I spent my money. I went to a few Tony Robbins events, bought Sam Ovens courses, got a couple of business coaches, and countless of other small purchases. While lots of it was great, so much of it is complete garbage. And because I'd already built $1 million business using free advice from the internet before buying anything, I was experienced enough to understand some really shocking things that the newbies didn't. Here they are. Shocking thing number 1. 10% is a huge success rate for a course. I know a guy who talked to Sam Ovens personally and asked him about his success rate, and he said 10%, which is mind-blowing because it's huge. Sam's course is probably one of the best that I've taken, but it's still only 10%. Does that mean you only have a 10% chance of succeeding if you join it? No. If you're hardworking and actually do what it says, there's a really high chance that you'll succeed.
If you like horses, that doesn't mean that you should be a horse. Don't think so linear.
Number 2, know that the bigger the guru, the more they have to dumb down the advice to appeal it to the masses so they can make more money. Even though someone has all these Facebook likes and all these people telling them how great they are, it's probably because they have a big customer base, they market to a lot of people, and then they give cookie cutter solutions that work for everyone, even the dumb neighbor's kid that still thinks wrestling is real.
Product research is the most important step of the entire process. If you pick the right product, you can do pretty much everything else wrong and still make a ton of money.
Wow. 1.7 million people watched this video. Just pick the right product and you can do everything wrong. It's not about the product that you pick. It's just so wrong and dumbed down. And meanwhile, the best sellers that I know, they didn't do this at all. They decided what product they wanted to make because they're passionate about it and they want to serve a specific customer. Number 3, the easier the guru tells you it is, the harder it is. It all boils down to this. There's easy money, there's lots of money, and there's long-term money. The catch is, you can only ever pick 2 of those. If you pick easy money and long-term money, invest in index funds. It's very easy, it's passive, and you'll make money forever. But it's only a few percent a year and you won't get rich quickly. See, what fake gurus teach you is easy money and lots of money. So if you have any success at all, it'll only be short-lived. When dropshipping was new,
wow, it's so easy. Everyone can do it. We're making lots of money.
But because it's easy, a lot of people start piling in, it gets more saturated, more competitive, and then the ones that cashed out create courses to cash out even more, bringing in even more people, and then it gets so saturated and competitive that it's not easy anymore. The only way you should go about making money is by making lots of money long term. But it won't be easy, so you can't put that into an ad and sell it to the masses. And later in this video, I'm going to tell you more about how to approach business in the right way, where it's long term and you make a lot of money. Extra bonus point for free! I'm giving you a lot of value! Any numbers you hear are usually just revenue. And because I'd already built $1 million business, it's not lying, it's not misleading, it's just that most people don't know that. And I think it's important to know. So in case you didn't know, now you know. And the last point, a lot of coaches and gurus I personally know would lose their following if people knew who they actually are, because they don't practice what they preach and they oftentimes struggle with the exact thing that they're teaching about. I know a world famous dating coach who can't find a stable partner, relationship coaches who are in toxic relationships, passive aggressive spiritual coaches who have a huge ego, and most how to make money online gurus only started doing that because the business they initially started didn't work out and they failed miserably. I remember this guy who had an e-commerce business and he was so bad at it, making such dumb mistakes and he had no clue what he was doing. Me and my buddy felt pity for him because we were absolutely crushing it trying to help him. Now he's wearing a suit and is a highly paid business consultant. And he's making a lot of money. Now with all these wannabe experts out there, how do you know who to actually trust? See, when I started my business selling on Amazon, I consumed tons of free information from podcasts, YouTube videos, blogs, and while 95% of Amazon sellers I knew were not getting by, I grew to 7 figures and eventually signed a deal to sell my business for a ton of cash after 18 months of making my first sale. The difference between me and them was this. They were listening to the wrong people who gave bad advice, while I knew how to filter information to find the best people out there who knew what they were talking about. And although the experts they listened to had decades of experience, they sounded really smart, and they gave all the information for free, I knew it was bad advice because I had developed the skill of information filtering, and that made all the difference. Here's how to do it. It's my secret 4-95-1 principle method.
I feel like with just AI nowadays, people can just make anything. Like, honestly, you don't need to know literally anything about YouTube. Literally just ask ChatGPT to create you an ebook or a course or whatever on growing your YouTube account, and people just sell that. And honestly, it really is a good money grab. However, it seems very morally wrong in a sense. I don't know how I feel about this one.